extend the lead as they were wearing down.
Looking at the stat sheet, rebounding, it was pretty tight, 34-32. But, you were able to rely on your defense, especially in that second half. Talk to us about how, when you guys came out, they had that little bit of a run, but then you were able to nip that in the bud.
Yeah, I mean, no offense to Teresa, but anytime she's leading and rebounding, probably wasn't a great night in the lanes. But, Shay's been with me long, and she's been with me longer than any player I've had. And, I really didn't, she wasn't playing on her. I took her out for maybe a minute and a half, came in, took over the game after that. So it's just little things like that with this team where, we sometimes rely on our talent instead of actually playing hard. And then when the talent matches us playing extremely hard and executing defensively, we can go on. We can go. Hopefully, we're here tomorrow.
Yeah.
We can go on big runs, and that's what we were able to do.
Does anybody else have any questions for Coach Carey? Okay. For the student athletes, Coach already hit on it, Teresa. You had a double tonight. 10 rebounds. That I when I looked at it, I'm like, wait, that's not Shay. So, what were your thoughts coming into this game tonight, and after the stats and getting those opportunities? Just talk to us about what it meant.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm coming for Shay's rebounding records. So that's how I'll be out there. But yeah, we approach every game honestly the same. I think that's probably what's beneficial to us as a team is we know what to expect, and I think we're all on the same page with what we want to get done and everything. So yeah, going into this game, it didn't matter who we were playing. Whenever that got called that we were playing the 1 versus 8 game, it didn't matter. Every game's important to us, and Coach makes sure that we always know all the time too that any team could beat anyone at any time. So honestly, for us, we approach every game like we're playing the national championship. So yeah, we just go out there and we try to play our basketball, and sometimes we take a second, but we always get there. So
Shay, being the team leader, to be able to host this regional at home, what does that mean to you and your teammates?
It means everything. I feel like I love us against anybody, anywhere, but especially home. We're a very hard team to beat home because we got our fans, we just got everybody on our side. We feel like when we're home. So I like us in the odds.
Okay. Tony, you have some
Tracy,
questions?
your first NCAA game. What's it feel like to try to get another win? The way you guys did.
She didn't know teams played this long.
Oh yeah, no. So you're funny. But yeah, no, it actually feels really good. Like I said earlier, though, every game we play it it's all the same. So it is a higher stakes, and this is you losing, you go home at this point. So it's a lot more serious than any other games. But we still approach it try to be logically and try to be calm about everything. And so we don't try to put that pressure on ourselves. But it was great. It was really fun, and honestly, to get a win, all right, we'll take it. So.
Coach, what was the difference second half, especially defensively, rebounding the basketball? You held them though after that 9-0 run they had, 12 points.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just started being us. I think we were a little, not tentative, but we weren't. Usually shot goes up, we go get them. I felt like they were getting us in the first half. Same on the ball screens. We were just running into screens. And, it's not a big tweak because, like Teresa said, that's what we don't do that. So it's just, let's just get back to what we're doing. We were in good shape. We were getting good shots. They were trying to sag in their posts a lot. Well, I mean, we do that in scout sometimes, so we know people are diving like crazy, just getting layups. So, but they're a good team. They came out, they gave us their best punch, and, it took us, a little bit to kind of get over the hump against them because they got, two big post players that gave us a little bit of trouble, and they got some shooters on the outside. They got some drivers. So, they're a really good team. They're young. They'll be good for, years to come. But, once we were able to kind of settle into the tempo of the game and, how they were reffing the game, we were able to be a little more physical and, get the job done.
And how about the defense on the three-point line? You gave up 19, but I don't know how many good looks they had, and they only had 3.
Yeah, I mean, that was a staple coming in. Against teams in the NCAA tournament, you got to pick your poison. You want to give up offensive rebounds, or you want to give up, contested threes. And we were just going to give up contested threes, so we were kind of we were trailing a lot on threes. We were kind of taking it to and letting our bigs kind of take a step off, not help as much. So then when the shot goes up and they're getting a running head start, we can meet them a little bit better instead of helping out. And that's why they do a lot of that, so they can get up shots and their bigs get free rolls straight to the rim for offensive rebounds. So we wanted to try to cut that down as much as we could. It was hurting us in the beginning, but then that second half, as our guards kind of adjusted to the way they were calling it, and we can kind of get through screens a little bit more. We were able to kind of rebound from it.
And then your guards rebounding the basketball. How big is that?
I mean, if you look long enough, you'll find something eventually, I guess. No, but I always tell them, long shots, if you just hang around the elbows, you're going to get a lot of, because it's going to be bad shots or bad misses. And, a lot of them aren't going to be straight on the block like normal, mid-range or, layups. So, that's what they have to do. And a lot of that ignites the transition because it's a long rebound. Now we can go. They try to flush the paint with Shea and Bell rim running. Now here comes Teresa, Marin circling back around. So, for me, like they all know, I don't care who scores, who gets the rebounds. I just want more than the other team. So, whoever it is, I don't really care. The ball's going to find the person playing the hardest. And that second half, I felt like we stepped up, and that was us.
Any other questions for Coach Carey or the student athletes?
What's your favorite video game?
Ever or right now?
I don't care.
Maybe Grand Theft Auto. That's not a good. You just shouldn't play Grand Theft Auto. We'll say 2K right now.
Yeah,
NBA 2K right now.
All right, NBA 2K. Any other questions?
Well, can we do some more of the favorites with Coach?
Oh, you have one other one, don't you, for the players, don't you? About their food. Favorite pregame meal.
Winning's above it all. I like winning more than anything.
and winning and
Well,
I think winning.
In all seriousness, obviously this time of the year, win in advance, that's the goal. You did a great job last weekend with that. Do you think that experience last week helps you this week?
I think coming in it already, we had the experience because we did what we had to do up there. So I feel like that experience does play a big role in what to expect and also what not to expect. I feel like when we came there, nobody on this team has won that yet. So us getting that for the first time as a team, we see the more value in it, and we see how important it is to win.
And I think too, just to piggyback off Shea, we didn't play well at Gannon first half. And in the locker room, we were getting on them, but it wasn't negative. It was like getting on people like, you got to shoot when it's your shot. Like that's the vibe, and that's kind of how the team's morphed as this game's going. I always tell them all the time, I'm negative enough for everybody. We don't need another me. This team can't take another me. So I say it a certain way. These girls who have been around me, Teresa kind of got thrown into the fire, but they know it's out of love. Like everything I do is out of love, and once we step on the floor, that's business. That's where they want to make a living. That's where I make a living. So it's all business on the floor. They don't have to game word jokey like this all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't want to talk to me, but but no, that's it's games like even the Edinburgh game we didn't play good first half, but the Gannon game, you just kind of through the fire you realize it's never as bad as it is, and just one little tweak can get you on a 10-0 run, and that's kind of where we're at right now, where everyone's comfortable in the role, and we got people on the bench that any night could be their night to kind of make an impact in the game, and they're staying ready. They're doing a great job too, staying out of foul trouble, so we can stay fresh for these games.
A lot of that is too, I feel like as a team and with our coaches too, we have a lot of trust and we built relationships. We were joking last week, we've been doing this since August, and we've been in the gym a lot since August. Mm-hmm. So I think for us, even us new people, we have a great relationship with everybody. It's not even just the returners. Mm-hmm. And I think that last week, when we got to the locker room, there was a lot of people, hey, you gotta get your head up, and you gotta do this, that, and the other, and because of our relationship, sometimes it might be annoying for a second, and you're like, you know what, they're right, and I think that's how we were able to bounce back, and I think that's what makes us great, honestly.
Any other questions?
What's your favorite food?
Ooh, Chipotle.
Teresa's
Probably Mexican food. I like rice and chicken, so probably Mexican.
Shay, you got an answer?
I'm a spaghetti.
She's an Italian.
Oh, she wanna pretend you're Italian. You're not even Italian.
Yeah, man.
What do you like?
just food. Mexican.
No, car.
I was talking about restaurants, but like, well, Italian. I have to say Italian.
Yeah.
My nose Italian is probably the best, but you wouldn't know about that. But and then Mexican probably
I'm like
second.
Midwest Italian.
Yeah, you're not real.
All right.
You don't know about that.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so
All right,
much.
thank
Thank you.